so the kids know we're going live. Hello, everyone. We are live. I am so excited you're watching. And look who is here. It's Cleo. Welcome. I'm so excited to do this live stream with you, all the way from Argentina.
Yes. So it's morning in Argentina. Good morning to this part of the world.
Good morning to Argentina. I am streaming from the Netherlands, where I'm sure it's a lot more chilly and dark and gray than it is in Argentina at the moment. But yes, it's so lovely to talk to you, Cleo. So I wanted to invite you to a quick live stream to chat with you about video, about the importance of video. We've been in touch, talking back and forth a lot. And this past week, we were in touch about my new book, or actually, it's my existing book that is now out on as an ebook version. And so I was like, let's jump on a quick live stream. And Cleo said, yes, I will. And so here we are. So yes, thank you for doing this.
Thank you for joining
Yes, of course. I really appreciate it. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you. As
Good.
been sharing, we're still in lockdown here in Argentina, but doing great and having more time for video.
Yes. Oh, well, good. I'm excited. So there's Silvana. Hi, Silvana. Thanks for watching. I'm excited you're here. And there's someone else. Hello. Welcome. So yes, if you have any questions on video creation, please let us know. We would love to answer your questions as well. So we're going to talk video today. And if you have any questions while you're watching us, leave a comment. Just let us know. So the first thing I want to tell you is my book is out on Amazon.com, so you can get your version, which you did yesterday, right, Cleo?
Yes, I did. I hope I was one of the first that downloaded it.
I'm sure you were, because we announced it yesterday. So
yes, and the moment I was waiting for it, I was like, I need this digitally because it takes too long to ship here to Argentina. And I was like, okay, I'd rather wait for the digital version. So the moment I saw it there, I said, no, I'm not loading. So I got it online.
I'm so
Which means that I've
excited.
scrolled it, but I haven't read it yet.
Yes, so I understand. I won't ask you any questions on the content of the book. Don't worry. So here, look, there's a lot more people who are joining. Hello from Curaçao. Yay, sunny there as well. And there is Amira. Hi, Amira. Good morning to you. So excited you're all joining in this very spontaneous conversation we're having. So let's dive into it, because we have been in touch for, I guess, probably half a year or so.
Yes.
So you organized an event when this was during the lockdown when it started, right? Wasn't this
Absolutely.
in the spring?
It was the beginning
Yes.
of May, so it was just like the first month of the lockdown.
Yes. So tell me about it, because I know that video played a really important part as well for you, for the event, because this is a very difficult time to a lot of people. So if we talk about, for example, the travel industry, is having a really difficult time, and you organized something that was just, I thought was just so beautiful, and it had so much value. Can you explain what you did?
Yes. Well, when the lockdown started in all the countries, we felt like travel organizers who normally participate in big exhibitions to learn about other destinations and to learn about what's happening in the world, didn't have the opportunity to travel, and of course they didn't have any job. So
No, nothing.
we gathered everybody together and we said, listen, it seems that this will be a new era for the traveling and also the event organizing businesses. So we were,
Yes.
I think from what it's being listed, we were the first ever traveling event that happened virtually. Of course,
See,
afterwards there are a ton, everything happened virtually. But the day we went on lockdown, we said, okay, this needs to happen. So we gathered actually quite a lot of people. It was like more than 1,700 and travel
yes, it was a
organizers and
huge
event.
event.
Yes, it was a big
Yes.
event eventually from
Yes.
almost all countries, like more than 70 countries. And we were bringing them together to start exchanging experiences of what is happening in their country and what could happen during the lockdown. So hesitantly starting looking at virtual traveling and virtual experiences or anything that could happen remotely. So yeah, we brought them together and doing one-on-one meetings, and we
Yes.
also had a few speakers, one of whom was you, who were
Yay.
sharing their point of view for the situation that was going on. And
Yes.
even though in the live session we did, I remember it was night when we did a live session with you.
Oh, I
We
remember. It
yeah
was night for you
yes
because I
for
remember
me it was
talking to you, and I think you had been up for three
yes
days
the
straight.
entire night, yes, because it was the day that we needed to talk to Asia, so we have a
Yes.
huge time difference. But the
Yes,
thing
I
is that
remember.
even though live not a lot of people joined,
Hmm.
the number of people that actually accessed the videos and watched them afterwards was very big, and particularly the days after. Why? Because when we're talking video, we mostly think that it's me on my iPhone shooting a video and posting it on social media. But the truth is that when you need to talk to a screen, it's a completely different set of uncomfortable feelings and of new feelings for most. So
Yes,
what you
it
were
is.
sharing so
It
what you
is.
were sharing back in May was not just how to post video, but practically how to speak to camera from now onwards. And for a lot of people, it's still the case. They learned back in April and May how to speak to camera, and now it's become more of they internalize it, let's say, a little bit more. So
Yes, yes. And I would love to dive into that a little bit more with you as well, because I think it has definitely changed. But I also saw a question coming in. So let me see if I can put that question up. Let's see. What's the progress to live stream on LinkedIn? So, okay, let me quickly just dive into that. Thank you for asking, by the way. So, what I'm using right now is StreamYard. And actually, Cleo and I were just talking about this as well because I have tried a lot of different things in live streaming, especially this year. But StreamYard, I really can highly recommend because you can live stream on different platforms at the same time. So right now, I'm live streaming on LinkedIn, Facebook, and or not Instagram, YouTube. Um, and it allows you to add names and add the comments as I'm doing right now. So it's very simple. I love simple stuff. Very simple interface. So yes, that's just to quickly answer that question. And if you have any other questions while you're watching us, definitely let me know. But Cleo, let's dive into what you just said because you were talking about talking to a camera or a camera lens and how that's very different. And this is something I also talk about in my book, the ebook as well, obviously. And that is being natural or being comfortable in front of a camera. And this is something that is new to most of us. So, what was this like for you? Because I'm sure that maybe this was new to you as well.
yes, absolutely. Just to stretch my case and emphasize a little bit even more, I've
Yes.
been very much used to speak to big groups because of my previous job. I kept, being on stage. Just to say that I am also a person that is very familiar to speak to a lot of people.
Yes. So you're
But
not a shy person. You don't have any problems just talking to people or large groups of people even.
yes, let's just say that I've learned not to be shy, okay? But what
Okay, good. Yes.
happens the moment that this is not live anymore and you bring a camera in front of you,
Hmm.
it's a totally different situation. Me personally, I totally blocked. I mean, I can go on a stage and speak naturally to 1,000 people. It has happened previously in my
Yeah.
job. I'm not a singer or anything. I used to work in marketing. Okay. So I've been used to speak to people. But the moment I put a camera in front of me, and even worse, my own camera speaking to myself, I mean, to
Yes. That's a
turning
good
it,
point.
doing a video selfie, I said, I can't do this. I can't. I'm not the same person. I can't speak. It's fake. how can I ever do that? I mean, I couldn't. I started mumbling. So, well, that was like a couple of years ago. So then
Yeah.
I went online and I said, okay, who can teach me a little bit about that? How, where can I find? So, yeah, well, it's not, to talk about you, but I happened to stumble upon you. I saw consuming them, your free content, not even courses or anything, just looking
Right.
on what somebody had to tell me. And yeah, what I liked about what you were saying is not like just, yeah, it's about motivation, stuff that we know. It's not about
Mm.
mindset and motivation. You had practical tools. I remember, a couple of years ago, back then, you told me, you were saying, take a post-it, put it on there, stop
Oh,
looking
yes.
at yourself. That that
The post-it
single
trick.
thing, I will
Yes.
keep your post-it.
Yeah, so if you're not
Change
familiar
everything.
with it,
Yes,
yeah. Oh, so
please.
okay,
Please,
you're
please say
showing
that.
it. Yes, exactly. So you would put like a post-it over your face. So if you're filming in selfie mode, you might recognize this. Anyone who's watching, let me know. Leave a comment. So maybe you're filming and you're watching yourself. You're watching your own face, and it's really distracting because it's your own face, and that's constantly staring at you. And so you're not thinking about who am I trying to reach? What do they need to know? No, you're just thinking about your own face. So, as Cleo said, what you can do is you can put a post it over your face, so on your screen, so you're not distracted. And that really helps. It really does. And it's actually something that I learned while I was doing a training. So I've been training a lot of companies, thousands of people by now. And every time I train people, I learn something myself, right? That's the best way to learn is train people because they have all these questions. And so you have to learn. And I was training, I was doing a training and there was one lady who just kept looking at herself. She just kept looking at herself. And I was like, okay, here's a post-it. And I put it over the screen and it completely changed. So it's like little things like that can really help you, because what it's really about when you're trying to talk to a camera, it's really not a camera, it's a person. But when you're trying to get across a message, is that you're trying to be human. And it's weird because sometimes you just turn that off when you're in front of a camera. All of a sudden, you forget to smile and you forget to use your facial expression and body language. And, it's all these things that you just automatically turn off when in front of a camera. Um, all right. So let me see. There's Liam. Liam has something for you there, Cleo. He says, you don't have to be shy, girl. That's what Liam says. So there you go. And I see that there have been some problems with audio, but it looks like it is fixed. Definitely let me know if there are still some problems with audio. Just so you know, for everyone who's watching, we are setting up testing our new home studio with different cameras and lights. And so we're testing it out. So I would love to hear your feedback on anything that you see or hear. Just let us know. But yes, Cleo. So yeah, some tips for being comfortable on camera. Well, I could talk about this for probably 3 hours, but I won't take up that much of your time. But really, it's about making a human connection. Little things like looking directly into the camera lens, even when you have a Zoom meeting, a video meeting, try to look into the camera lens in your webcam every once in a while, because that's how you make direct eye contact. Don't forget to smile and really think of who am I talking to. But those are just a few, little tips. So yeah, I think that's about it. I would love. Well, the last thing I would like to do is ask you what you're working on right now, because of course we talked about what you were working on in the spring, but I know that you have some amazing things that you are working on. So maybe shortly you can kind of explain us what you're working on right now.
Yes, well, it's not nice to admit, but from what we've seen, traveling has plummeted actually in 2020, and we won't be traveling
Yeah.
anywhere soon. So, what we're working with a group of travel organizers and event organizers is to create an application where you can go and start consuming contents, experiences, traveling, and visit destinations that you won't be having the opportunity to visit anywhere soon. digitally,
Yes.
live streamed with a person that is there. So I can be
Oh,
here and Martina
nice.
can be in the forest or the beautiful lake near her house and just, use her camera and show me exactly what I would like to see. So let's go there, let's go there. So I would guide, let's say, somebody that's on the other part of the world
Amazing.
to
So
help
if you
me
can't
look.
go to the destination, you will bring the destination to people.
Exactly, exactly. With
Nice.
video.
You with
And
video, yes. Well, and I think that really summarizes it all is that this really has been a very crazy, very interesting year for anyone, really, but specifically for people who are working in an industry that was just hit hard. And I really appreciate everything you do. We first got in touch. Or personally spoke to each other at the start of the lockdown, and I really appreciate all the work that you do, Cleo. So you just have to know that, and let's keep in touch, and maybe
absolutely.
some other time you'll have an update on the app, because I know a
Yes.
lot of people would be interested in hearing about this app.
Okay.
um,
Excellent.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining. I really appreciate you, Cleo, for joining me. And I appreciate all of you who are watching right now live with us on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. I really appreciate all of you. And I'll see you in the next live stream, next video. See you. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Doei. Bye, Cleo.
Bye bye, Bettina. Thank you.
Thank you.